Hi, I'm Eric with HyprMX. We're here at Pocket Gamer Connect 2023 in London, and I'm joined by Avihay from Spring Games.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Your background.
So I'm the Vice President of Business Development of Spring Games. So I began as an investment banker. I live in Tel Aviv in Israel, and I started as an investment banker, but I was like a very avid gamer ever since I'm a kid. And then I started wondering with myself, how can I make video games as part of my profession? And my huge expertise is in economy and finance and stuff like that. So I started pivoting towards analyzing video game companies. And I started analyzing video game companies back in 2018. It was kind of niche in Israel, but then COVID happened.
Yeah.
And I wrote an article to the Israeli Wall Street Journal that video games are going to be the biggest benefit from the COVID. Before I knew we were going to stay at home. And it blew away, and everybody started calling me and asking me for recommendations and video game companies, and I started analyzing them in a very deep way. And then I began to search in the Israeli game industry what is going on, and I see a very not maximizing its potential industry in Israel, mostly hyper casual and casual games, and a lot of indie developers that are completely stripped away from funding and help. So I decided to help video game studios with fundraising and business development and how to create a proper strategy and how to create your game as a business and not just a product, right?
Right.
And that is how I ended up in Spring Games. And to this day, I still help video game studios with financial structuring, business development strategy, and things like that.
So I imagine your background as an investment banker, you're probably pretty good at finding inefficiencies and areas where you can, improve upon. So that's really
how
cool.
to make your monetizing proper and what VCs look in a company, because I was on the other side, right? I was looking at pitch decks and saying, this is interesting, this is not interesting, and things like that. So it helped me a lot to move to the other side.
Yeah. And Spring Games, where was it founded? Where's it based? What's the goal of Spring Games?
So Spring Games is a mobile action RPG. Our first game was Maximum, which is a MOBA, a multiplayer online battlefield arena. And we started as we call it esports on speed, right?
Okay.
So we offer real prizes, like win a PlayStation and play to win. And we actually shipped a lot of prizes, and we had crazy retention numbers, crazy retention numbers, yeah. And then we started looking for investment, and we ended up with raising $7 million from Playtika. They wanted to take all this ownership and real money and take it to Web3. And we started working on a Web3 video game from scratch. We ended up understanding that the Web3 is, its main purpose is to support user-generated content, right? The entire Web3 is create and own.
Okay.
So we said, okay, so what do we own in our game? And I personally don't believe in all this play to earn and create crypto, because it's not a sustainable economy. I'm an economist, right? So I said it's not sustainable, and we started looking for what can be sustainable for Web3, and it's let's own UGC, user-generated content. The biggest promise of Web3 is own your video that you create, own the sound that you create. So why not own the part of the game that you create? And we said, okay, how are we going to create a video game user-generated content on mobile? It's a tough nut to crack, but we made a serious progress.
Yeah.
This is where we stand today.
Yeah, and it feels like it's interesting because it feels like sometimes we hear Web3 first, and then everything that comes after it, be it play to earn or owning assets or user-generated content. But you're saying, no, we need to master the user-generated content first, and then we can maybe apply the Web3 later.
Because we started as a video game and not as a Web3. A lot of ventures that I see in the Web3 space, they come from the crypto angle and not from the game angle, right? And when you look at the Web3 games, so we have three pillars that you have to take care of. One is the game economy, one is the game mechanics, and one is the crypto mechanics, right? And the crypto, it's very difficult to handle all these three. So once you take care of the Web3 and once you take care of the game mechanics, everything will fall in place, in my idea.
Yeah.
So game first, Web3 later.
And so all of the learnings that you took from your first project, Maxiboom, what's the next step? Or is it continuing with Maxiboom, or are you building a completely new game?
No, we build a completely new game. We're going to use like the chassis, the back end and the server side of Maxiboom, the AI, and we're going to do like a PvPvE Battlefield Arena.
Nice.
And it's going to use a lot of UGC implemented. We're going to do like a little different, a little bit more innovative than what I've seen so far, especially in mobile.
Awesome. And so now you have the direction is kind of reestablished for the company. What's your primary focus from a day-to-day perspective? What's it like being you as the VP of Business Development?
So as a business development, I'm basically what I take care of is all the things that are not related to the actual product. They need new servers from Amazon. I go to AWS and I get the service. I talk to Google with getting the game launched on the Play Store into iOS, and I take care of the human resources. You know, I always say that in a startup, I can clean the desk at the end of the day.
Right, you're wearing many hats.
Yeah. Yeah. So I basically do like once in a while, the guys from product, from art, they tell me we need this and that, and I just go and make it happen. You know, I'm like I'm your fixer guy.
Yeah, I like it, and that must be pretty exciting. And I bet from like an investor background that you're used to kind of having to take on any and everything that's going to get the job done, essentially.
Yeah. So basically, you know, the business development is like getting all the partnerships that the company needs. So my focus is to let the guys from the product do the product, let the guys from the art do the art, and I'll take care of everything else. Nice.
And so for the rest of 2023, what should we expect from Spring Games? Are we going to see any soft launches, releases?
Yeah,
or
so
what's the
soft launch is due in mid-2023.
Okay.
That's when we think we'll be ready. It all depends on, you know, the progress. Yeah, that's our milestone. And by the end of 2023, we're going to have the numbers. Then we're going to get our A round. And probably 2024, beginning of 2024, it's going to be the hard launch.
Okay, awesome. And I know we were chatting a little bit earlier. There's no title yet, right? We're still waiting for the title of the new game, right?
Yeah, there's no title.
Okay,
yet.
okay.
It's within the discussions. It's the main thing that we do on the fountain and meeting.
Yep, got it. Okay, well, I'm very excited for it. It was a pleasure to meet you. I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
Thank you very much.
Enjoyed it.
Thank you.